I think firstly, to play in a World Cup in itself is a massive achievement, but to have the recognition as a footballer is always nice, and especially when you represent Australia and also the MLS. So yeah, it's very nice to know, and obviously you work hard for rewards like this. I think it's quite easy, really. Messi is definitely the best player in the world at the moment. Followed, domestically, people can argue as well, Ronaldo. But Messi, what he did in the World Cup as well, added that extra bit of spice. But he's an exceptional player that has scored an amazing amount of goals to game ratio, and always shows up in the moments needed, domestically and internationally, regardless of not winning the World Cup. So from my opinion, I think he's the best, but Ronaldo needs recognition as well, because he's such a special player that individually is also on a different planet to everyone else. No, it's definitely up there as one of the best goals I've ever scored. I remember scoring a scissor kick against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, which was pretty special. The second goal in the 2006 World Cup. So yeah, I've scored some great goals, but the moment it was we're 1-0 down, a minute later, cross from McGowan, and the strike, everything was perfect, and the moment of drawing 1-1 and against one of the best teams in the world in Holland. So the occasion, the fans, being Brazil, added that extra spice as well. But yeah, definitely one of my proudest moments as a footballer. I think it's really difficult. I feel with the strategy and the structure of the payment plan really restricts the MLS, which is a positive in itself, because it keeps a lot of American talent and keeps the growth. But when you have a team at a cap of $3 million, it's very difficult to attract the quality of the calibre in the Premier League. Whereas, a player sitting on the bench could be on $3 million a year by himself in the Premier League. So I think I mainly focus on embracing the league and embracing the facilities and the standards of what they have, and the owners, and the structure in the way that they try and make the game better, the growth of the game for the fans, the entertainment factor. And over time it will be definitely a massive force. You see now in the last week, AC Milan here, Roma, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace. This is just in the last week. Everyone wants to be a part of American soccer, regardless whether they're playing against our league, and also wants a piece of the action commercially as well. So I think it has a massive status in world football, and it was proven with the way the international team did in the World Cup and how they've done in the past World Cups. But it's a tough league, and it's a lot of Premier League players can come over and think that it's going to be easy, but it's not. It's a league that needs to be respected also, and mindful of the fact that it's growing every year. Yeah, well, David Moyes is one of the best managers I've ever worked under. We had 8 amazing years together. I feel that what he structured when he brought in myself, I think it was Benty at the time, a few other players around us. Mikel Arteta was part of that growth, Tim Howard, Jags, Bainesy. We pretty much helped revive the club, I suppose. When I first come, we were battling at the bottom of the table before I'd got there, and that year, with the refreshness of energy, excitement, and hard work, we formed a team where we finished 4th in the Premier League. That's a Champions League spot where we had a playoff, and unfortunately we didn't go through. But that was the start of an amazing 8 years. We finished 8th, 6th, always there and thereabouts on a shoestring budget. But it was a tight-knit group, and unfortunately, everyone makes their own ways out of the club for different circumstances. Mine was to play in another World Cup, come to the MLS, and still play at a high level, but still be able to play internationally. So David Moyes wanted to try his luck at one of the biggest clubs in the world, and unfortunately it didn't work out. But it will work out now for Van Gaal, purely because
you know, you didn't want to be that guy after Alex Ferguson. Now there's no pressure. You know, I think in a different scenario, in hindsight, you can say, you know, if he probably took the job now after someone else, then it might have worked out better. But he's a great manager, and he'll definitely get some amazing offers because of what he's done and what he's achieved, and also what he's like as a manager.